So let me ask this simple question. Do you like the idea of being broke? Do you like to stay broke? Tell me in the comment section if you like the idea of being broke. I want to know. If you like the idea of being broke, tell me. Do you like the word broke? Or let me put it this way, I like to stay broke. Type it. I don't like to be broke. Type it. I like abundance. Type it. I don't like abundance. Type it in the chat box. Come on. Now, these are simple facts of life, and I want you to understand that it is what we it's not just necessary. It's not just about saying that I don't want to be broke, I don't like to be broke, I don't like poverty, die, die, die. Those are things that we've been told right now that those things really work, but there's a limit to what those to how to the efficacy of those concepts. So I want you to understand that one thing is value only comes, money goes to value, or wherever there is value, money goes there. If you're not giving value, money will not come to you. If you're not a value person, don't even start thinking that, yeah, you get money or someone will give you money or money will come to you. Abundance is also not an abstract fact, it is a principle. And that principle is, what are you giving? If you're giving, you will definitely receive. So let me share this quick story. Before I came into the US, I came with a few bucks, say about 300 bucks or so. I thought I had good money, right? But when I got here, I realized that that money was nothing. I had a couple of things that I needed to sort out. Long story short, I needed more money. I needed money to fix my website. I needed money to fix a couple of things. And then I was broke. One, I was not in my terrain. I didn't have access to my audience. I didn't have my market where I was technically. Now, what did I do? I had to ask myself, what do I need to do? And that was when I said to myself, okay, my audience is mostly online. I need to go back and start sharing value to them. And in no time, right, I started getting sales. I started getting people pre-ordering for my book. Even this book that I'm talking about is still about 30% done. It's not even 70 or 80% done. This is just for you to understand that principle, it's a simple principle. Value, money follows value. And if you're the type that is positioning yourself as an individual who is able to solve people's problems, bring insights, ease people's fears, ease their anxieties, give them clarity, you will never stay broke. Even if you start January being broke, you will not end this year staying broke, except if it is your decision and you have told yourself that, you know what, I don't care about making money. I just want to be where I am. Like you just want to be just you. It's fine. So if you can tell yourself that what is that thing that I have that I can share with a lot of people, or what problem solving skill do I have that if I share with people, it will give them value or it will help them solve their problems and they can pay me for. So maybe you're a nurse and you know so much about uh, raising newborns, and you don't know that you all that you've ever done all your life is to work in an hospital, and due to COVID, you don't get to have to go to work all the time. How are you spending that extra time that you currently have? Have you thought about documenting the ideas that you have into a book and positioning this book to the right audience and selling this book or this content to them and get a lot of money from it? Have you thought about it? So you're a lawyer and you know so much about business law. There are so many entrepreneurs who would die to learn the strategies for making sure the strategies that will help their businesses stay on top, irrespective of the threats that may come from some really, really annoying customers. Or perhaps how do small business owners ensure that they don't get into trouble in business? How do they follow the right business ethics or the ethics of business so that they are able to make a lot of money and still maintain good clients Relationship. These are strategies that you know, but perhaps you know it in theory. You have not been able to share that strategy with somebody that it has worked, that you can say it has worked for. This is the time to begin to implement some of the things you already know. So, one thing that helped me when I got here, back to the story I was sharing about getting here, spending all the money I had, and becoming really broke, was that I started strategizing. I started asking myself, okay, my audience is mostly online. I can get their attention, pitch a good number of stuffs to them, and then they will buy. And that was how I started receiving pre orders for my book. Scholarship guaranteed in 6 months. I started receiving the pre orders for my book, Profit in Millions. The same way, just like you're watching right now, you can receive pre orders for what you already know. If, for instance, you decide that you want to transfer that knowledge in your head into a book that will solve problems for people. Maybe you got an opportunity to deliver a paper at one world class conference, and you know that there are several people who would die to get the knowledge on how they can get their papers to such a conference. How about you preparing a short report that you can sell maybe at 10, 15, 20, $30 or so or more, depending, and you will solve problems for those people. So let's leave books, talk about video courses or online courses. Some people will pay lots of money or good money. So for if you can put together your thoughts into videos, host it on a group or in a private community that is not accessible to everyone, where they can pay and get access to, people will pay good money for that content. Doctors, nurses, tailors, bakers, these are different professionals who can put their knowledge into A to Z form, into an A to Z form, or into an A to Z video form, and then they will make good money from it. I am sharing all of the strategies with you because you can't stay broke. You don't have to stay broke, except you have chosen to stay broke. Digital entrepreneurs are people who are able to transfer what they know through word, through into videos, into videos, into books, into webinars, into master classes, so that they are able to share their message with a good number of people. You are a digital entrepreneur, except you don't know how to package what you know so that people can pay for it. That's the reason why you're currently broke. So you hate being broke, which is a reality, just like I do. I don't like the idea of being broke, but hey, that reality can change. That situation can change if you're willing to give value, if you're ready to be a value giver. If you give value, money will come. If you give value, money will follow you. It's just as simple as that. But if you don't give value, I'm sorry, money won't come. Money won't come to you. Whether even if you speak in tongues, or well, God might just send people who would give you gifts, but aside from gifts, they would not give you anything. I repeat, aside from gifts, you might not get anything from them. So just remember this simple fact: be a value giver, right? I'm trying to remove this pop up. What's going on? So remember that value is available and it's inside of you, but you must be there to give it. You must give it. If you don't give it, sorry, money won't come. So I hope you've learned something. Make sure you drop a comment. I'll be back to share with you more practical strategies so that 2021 can actually be profitable for you and I. I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you share this video, and bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'm trying to remove this pop up. Sorry, it's not moving. Talk soon. Enjoy.